Hello everyone. So today we would be discussing about the structure of the Earth. Earth is mainly composed of crust, mantle, inner core and outer core. So we would be discussing about the crust first. The outermost layer on the surface of the Earth is crust. This is the outermost one. It has some properties like it is thin, it is colder, and it is brittle in nature. And the next point is we have two different type of crust, as we have ocean in some parts and we have continent in other parts of the earth. So the oceanic part will be known as oceanic crust and the continental will be known as continental crust. So the oceanic crust, as we have discussed in our previous video, that oceans have the eruptions, the magma erupts from the beneath of the earth and it comes out as basaltic lava which spreads over the oceans and formation of ridges takes place. So these are igneous rocks. But in case of continental crust, we have igneous rocks, we have sedimentary rocks, and also metamorphic rocks. And the density of all these three types of rocks in continental crust is much lesser than the density of the igneous rocks which are present in the oceanic crust. So as the density of oceanic crust is more, it sinks and create basins. But the continental crust rises more as it is less denser. So from the mantle, the the continental crust rises more compared to the oceanic crust. It is because of the density of the oceanic crust is more than the density of continental crust. These are the properties it have. Now moving on to the next, that is mantle. As we know that the density of the mantle is 4.9 gram per centimeter cube, which is more denser than the crust of the earth, which has density 2.78 gram per centimeter cube. So mantle is more denser. It is solid and it is hot. It has the minerals like silica and also magnesium, and some compounds of iron are also there. But what is the reason behind that this is hot? It get the heat from the core due to the conduction process. As the core has much heat, by the process of conduction, core heats up the mantle. Core heats up the lower part of the mantle by the process of conduction. So as the lower part of the mantle heats up, by the process of convection, the mantle uniformly heats up by the process of convection. Rises up, heats up, rises up, heats up, and that's why the complete mantle gets heated up. So it makes the mantle also hotter. Now moving to the third part, and that is core. The core is a very much denser part than the crust and the mantle. Geologists have figured out that the overall density of the earth is around 5.2 gram per centimeter cube, while the crust and the mantle do not have this much density. So it means the core has the highest density, and sometimes they have found out that it is around 10 to 12 gram per centimeter cube. That is why it was figured out that iron content is around 85% inside the core. And also nickel is there. Nickel is 15% composition. So due to the presence of very high density minerals in the core of the earth, it makes the core very much denser and hotter. So these are the properties of core. Moving ahead. So this is the composition of the earth. The crust has mainly silica and aluminium, which are much lighter than the minerals which are found in the mantle and the core. Mantle has the elements like silica and magnesium, while in case of core we have nickel and we have iron. So which makes it the most densest in all the three. So this is how the composition of earth is. I hope you understand the video well. Thank you for watching.